Hey guys, Omni here. Just finished watching the season 5 finale of Supergirl. This week saw the conclusion of not just Supergirl, but The Flash and Batwoman as well, each of them airing their own pseudo-finales, since we know that they didn't actually get to finish the filming of the remaining episodes of these seasons, given everything going on in the world, but they did the best they could with the episodes they did complete to try to create some kind of a bookend for the storylines we've been following up to this point. Now, Supergirl did a pretty decent job of this. The problems I had with this episode were just problems I've had with this season in general. So that being said, if you haven't seen this week's episode, if you haven't seen the season finale, be sure to tune out and come back once you have, because I'm going to just dive into some details and spoilers of this episode and break down some of the things that I wanted to talk about in this. So of course the episode opens up with Lena back in Kara's apartment after they've had that conversation. Kara calls in her team and they try to figure out how they can formulate this counterattack against Leviathan now that Ramakant has resurfaced and is going around, because he can use his geo powers to detect any movement if Kara happens to use her powers. So they come up with this Harry Potter idea, and they even reference it being an idea they got from Harry Potter to have John and Magan disguise themselves as Kara and go out as decoys while Kara and Lena get to her lab so that Lena can create a anti-kryptonite suit for her, since Kara can't actually combat them now that they have an arsenal of kryptonite. So the team goes out and they split up and draw out some of the other immortals, Ramakant and some other guy who shoots these green laser beams. And then this other person with a staff confronts Magan and the others with this lightning storm kind of thing. It's kind of all over the place. I didn't even catch their names, and I can't, aside from the lightning cloud thing, the guy shooting the laser beams, the green lasers, I don't know what element he's supposed to be controlling. But John and Dreamer are fighting him and Ramakant, and each time he's throwing out a blast, Dreamer's throwing up her shield, but she keeps getting some of those flashes of what's happening with Brainy, with these visions she's been getting of Brainy, which ties into later in the episode, because now that Brainy knows Lex's plan, he plans on just letting Ramakant and all of them kill Kara's entire team, and it's only then that he will take his moves, his actions against Leviathan. He wants them to take themselves out, leave each other weakened, and then he'll take on Leviathan once Kara and her team's out of the way, because that's what he wants. But he knows that Brainy's not going to let that happen, and he intends and plans on that too, because that comes back later as well. But the thing is, Dreamer's been seeing these glimpses of what Brainy's actions to come are going to be. So Brainy formulates this plan with some of his other selves, that the only thing he's going to do to be able to stop Leviathan in this moment, that he's played his cards as best he could up to this point, is to get into their ship and use their race's technology to bottle them. Since he can't defeat them, he'll just contain them and lock them away. But knowing that going into the ship without Lex's help will expose him to radiation that he might not be able to survive, he takes that chance, he takes that risk, and that's where he's going. And that's what Dreamer has seen. She's seen those visions of that future where he's going in there and taking that moment on by himself. And they fight them off for a little while, but then they manage to retreat as they decipher the location after Kelly gives them a call that Will's been missing since he went after Eve Tessmacher. So Kara's just like impatient, and because she can't wait on the suit to be completed, she goes out to find Will because they managed to trace his location. She stops Eve from killing him and offers to help her, and then Ramakant and the gang follows them to there. We also got a glimpse of Alex's super suit, and honestly, it looks pretty cool. A little bit Blue Arrow-ish. I like it. It's sleek. The design's nice. I'm not too fan of the hair bits, but she looks great. Alex looks good. So we got another hooded vigilante on the team. I'm not going to say no to it, but I like it. Anyway, ramping back. Once Ramakant and his crew converges on them, Lena completes the suit just in time and Iron Mans it away to Kara, in which it particle nanobots onto her body, and she manages to fight them off one more time, giving them enough time to get back to base with Eve and Will and everybody safely. So the only thing left for them to do is to go into Unity, because everybody in the planet is starting to collect into this event through the VR. Because Jim is like, all right, we got to take our time while Ramakant's got them all distracted and get people on there, as many people as we can get on there as possible. Kara gets in and she's like, all right, I got to get people to log out of this thing. So she signs herself into it and she's trying to get through to everybody. And once Gemma realizes that Kara's in the middle of that doing it, she's like, I need to send an assassin to get in there now, because she initially she wants to just kill the people that are logged in currently to stop Kara from logging any of them out. Lex convinced her to be like, no. What will your boss say if you just do the job half done? Send one of your assassins after her. Kill Kara, kill Supergirl so that we can just keep getting people signing in. So she activates Andrea and sends her in, activates her shadow powers, and calls upon, threatening her family, her business, and everything like she did before to get her to go and kill Kara. But Lena, now in this, seeing the error of her ways and ways she's handled her relationships and all that, when Andrea shows up, they talk. She talk no jutsus her and talks her down, says, we'll get through this together. We just got to help Kara. And then Kara manages to go in there and get everybody to sign out of Unity and save all those lives. Thank you, God. That's all done. But lo and behold, Ramakan and them show up just in time for Brainy to have pulled off what we had seen in the visions, and he successfully bottles all of the gods. But as he lays dying in the location of their ship, in their Leviathan base, Lex shows up, and according to Lex, this was all part of his plan. He knew that Brainy would betray him. He just didn't expect him to die doing it. But he contained all the deities that he wanted. He took them away and leaves Brainy there to die in the radiation or whatever. So Brainy's fate right now is unknown. Dreamer finally decides to act on her visions and was like, guys, Brainy needs us. And that's pretty much where this ends. Just before the credits roll, Lex takes the container that has Ramakan and all of them in there to Lillian, and it was like, all right, time to get working. And that's pretty much the episode. The best parts of this episode, I think, is Alex's new outfit. I really liked it. I think it looks sleek. Again, I'm not a fan of the hair, the changes to her hair it does, but who cares? She still looks great. I like the eye makeup, the hood, the whole outfit looks really cool. And just like Alex in general, awesome character. Another great bit in this is obviously the moments with Lena. I think all of her moments in this, because it's been so drawn out at this point, and I've said many times that I've hated what they've done with her character, and I'm glad that she finally is acknowledging all of the obvious flaws with her train of thought in this episode. She calls them all out. She's like, I'm irrational. I was stupid. She realizes it, she admits it, and I'm just glad it is done. She apologizes to Andrea. She makes up with Kara. And Kara in the beginning was just like, listen, you've hurt me. Gosh, the moment when Melissa Benoist goes off and she's throwing down at Lena, I was like, listen, you thought I hurt you. These are all the things you did to me when I'm worrying about my people, my friends, my family. When I told you my secret, it's a weight. It is a trust. It puts so many lives in jeopardy, and you undermined all of that and disregarded it. And my God, it's just like everything I freaking said. Everybody said about this stupid feud between these two. It doesn't make sense. And that someone like Lena would have been smarter to have thought anything other than that of Kara. It's just logic and rationale. And that I just felt that was just the writing needing a conflict, needing something to put a wedge between these two to further these plots, and they couldn't think of anything better, so they sacrificed Lena's intelligence to do so. But it's over, it's done, it is complete, and that's the end of this episode. It's not a good episode. There's some good moments in it. Overall, it feels like not a whole lot happens. It doesn't feel like a finale. It doesn't feel like it's the level of a finale. It feels like there's definitely some closure, like I said, to a lot of the arcs, like the Leviathan stuff, the Unity event building up to Lex's plan to overcome them and Gemma and Ramakan and all of that, and what Brainy's been trying to do. Brainy is now free from all of his obligations to Lex now if he does survive this, which of course I'm sure he will. So all of that's concluded. It feels like what would more be the episode before the finale than the actual finale. But overall, given the current situation, the climate in the world, and what led to this, I can't fault that. I think it did a pretty good job at ending a lot of threads that have been going on for a while, especially the Lena thing, especially the Brainy thing, and then, of course, Eve Tessmacher. All of that kind of concluding in this. And now we just got to worry about what Lillian and Lex are going to do with Ramakan and the gang, and who Gemma and them even report to. We don't know who that is yet. So still some mysteries up in the air, but that's going to be, we won't know what those resolutions are going to be, who those are, what the answers are to those mysteries until January, next January. Oh man, it's such a long time to wait. But we got Stargirl starting tomorrow, which I'm going to be covering now. Probably going to be initially at least doing a reaction highlights for that episode. And we'll see how it goes, and it might be something I continue through the remainder of that season. But we're going to be a little bit light on DC stuff for the foreseeable future, given everything going on right now. So we'll be making do, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this season finale. What did you think of it? How do you feel about it as a season finale? What were some of your favorite parts of it? What are some of the things about it that maybe bothered you? Are you glad that Lena and Kara have finally ended this stupid feud like me? Sound off in the comments. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. But that's it for today, guys. I will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody.